is under arrest after the LMPD SWAT team swarmed Dosker Manor, a public housing complex on Muhammad Ali Boulevard downtown. It all started around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Police originally responded to a call about somebody trying to break in, but then they said that the suspect had barricaded themselves inside an apartment and might have been armed. About an hour later, they took that suspect into custody. Their name hasn't been released. Police didn't say if anybody was hurt, but they don't believe there is a danger to the public anymore.
LAPD still investigating after a domestic situation that ended with one person dead and a man in critical condition at U of L Hospital. Police say it happened about 8:45 last night on North 25th Street in the Portland neighborhood. Still not clear, though, if police fired their weapons or those inside the home did. Wave News reporter Brandon Spencer went to the neighborhood to talk with the residents about it.
The street being filled with cop cars and seeing officers dressed for combat was not something that those here in the Portland neighborhood expected to see on a Thursday night, but for some, the news of the violence does have them considering a move. Police say a family member called 911 to report someone under the influence of drugs inside a home on North 25th Street, pointing the gun at people, even a child. Officers say they heard arguing coming from an upstairs room when they arrived, and after things escalated, officers forced entry. Shots were then fired and officers started giving aid to those in need. And while most neighbors say they didn't hear the gunshots, the scene itself woke others out of their sleep.
We just woke up to a lot of screaming and hollering and flashing lights, and we came to the door to see what was going on, and it was just a whole lot of police just everywhere.
Katrina Hill and her husband live nearby with their 3 kids and say that it's normally a quiet, kid-friendly neighborhood, so seeing such an active scene scared them.
It absolutely made us nervous because we didn't know what was going on, and nobody was really saying anything, and we didn't want to come outside and start asking questions, but that's why we just put it on the news and try to wait.
Hill said they waited until about 7 a.m. for the scene to clear and learned 2 people had been shot. The news brought back memories of an April shooting on the same street that left a woman dead, prompting the family to consider relocation.
And me and my husband had already discussed moving first of the year because there was a incident in April 2 doors down, and she was a mother of 4 kids that my kids played with every day. So that really affected them.
It is unclear who fired their weapon in Thursday's shooting or who was involved. But in the midst of tragedy, Hill wants to make sure her kids understand the darker lessons of life.
We just try to tell them that sometimes bad things happen to good people, and it's not our control. We didn't have anything to do with it. We couldn't have stopped it.
LMPD says that there is body cam footage, and per their policy, we should expect that video to be released within 10 business days. We will be sure to update you both on air and online with any new information that is made available to us about this case. Reporting in the Portland neighborhood, Brandon Spencer, Wave News.